Om Shanti. Shiv Baba's Murli, 1st January 2024. Heading is Sweet Children. The Father has a message for the entire spiritual family. To the knowledgeable and the ignorant alike, make the resolve that Shri Krishna is descending upon the earth. Make the resolve that Shri Krishna is coming, that he is arriving, and do not have any other thoughts. Acha, today is New Year for your world. So no matter where you children are sitting, take my blessings for the New Year. Today, in everyone's heart, there is the thought of what new things should be done in the New Year. Whether they are from the worldly life or children of the spiritual Father, today in everyone's mind, a resolve for something new has arisen. But it only arises for today. As soon as tomorrow comes, it vanishes. If you make a resolve, then do it with firmness. Something new. Everyone will think, something new. I must leave behind something old, whether it is an old habit or nature, but something old must be left behind. Yet, no one truly makes the resolve to leave it behind. Whatever is old and causes pain, make no resolve to leave that behind. Instead, when you take on something new, the old will automatically fall away. There's no need for double effort, like first leaving it behind, leaving it, and then leaving it. First you struggle with that, then in its place you adopt something new, and again work hard on that. There is no need for such effort. Just adopt. Simply adopt one virtue, one gem, one trait, and automatically, where there is the gem of virtue, the stone of vice will fall away by itself. So you won't need to put in double effort, right? Double effort? No. You simply adopt it. And eating a gem is a good thing, right? A gem means virtue, which is the food of the soul. Original food, pure food, clean food. If you feed on virtues, what will happen? You will automatically become pure. Just like your body, whatever you eat today shows its effect on your body. If you eat well today, your body reacts accordingly. If tomorrow you eat something pure and clean, your body reacts similarly. Isn't that the case? When you give the body food, it reacts accordingly. If you consume too much oil or ghee, what will your body do? It will function accordingly. It will show itself. If you eat fruits, your body will show it. So just like the body reacts to food, similarly the soul also reacts to the food of virtues and gems. If you feed the soul with virtues and gems, the soul will shine accordingly. Your life will reflect it, and everyone will see it. And if there are flaws, they too will be visible. So what do you have to do? Whatever virtues you feed the soul, the impure dirt will automatically be expelled. You won't need to put in extra effort. Don't struggle to remove flaws like, I must leave the flaws behind, I must leave them behind. No. Just think, I must adopt pure food. In this new year, I must gather the gems of virtues and adopt pure food. Baba asks, are you a swan, a real swan? What is the difference between a swan and a crane? The swan picks up pearls, which is pure food, while the crane eats worms. But both are the same color, both are white. The difference is one is pure inside and the other is dark. So what must you do? You must become a swan because you already are a swan. You are swans. Sometimes, under the influence of the cranes, you may run towards worms, but you don't enjoy the taste. Then you make the effort to return. You are swans. Sometimes cranes come in the middle and they say, "Oh, this isn't right, that isn't right, this has no taste, it is just this way." And you forget what the Father has taught you, what He has explained. But the words of the crane seems appealing, though only for a short while. When you are in the company of the crane, even when a pearl is placed in front of you, you will see a worm in it. You will see a pebble. That is the effect of the company you keep. So, what must you do now? You are not cranes, you are swans. You are not to take the hand of the crane and walk into the swamp. When you adopt the pearls of virtues, the flaws will automatically be removed and always remain happy. When the Divine Father comes, what happens to the atmosphere? Even if someone is crying, they will start laughing. That is the special quality of the Divine Father. He cannot bear to see sadness. Are you happy? He will ask again and again, "Are you happy?" Why? If you are not happy, then become happy. Because He doesn't like sadness. Are you happy? If not, then be happy. Why? Because everything here is temporary. And we tend to be sad over things that are perishable, things that exist today but won't tomorrow. The one who remains in happiness will keep flying gracefully, just like the Father. What is He like? He is always soaring. Under? Don't think about anything. Why it's said to be like the Father? Who is called the creator of the world? Who is it? It's the Father, isn't it? So the creator of the world, the one who creates, the owner, the instrument, is He not the one? He is the medium, isn't He? Now, even though everyone has different duties, different roles, no matter how much time has passed since the beginning, who is the creator of the world? Who is it? Shiv Baba. Acha. Without the Father, what would happen? When entering the world, whose chariot comes first? Who? How far can you go without a chariot? Tell me. If you have to go somewhere, how will you walk on foot? No one will even notice you. Many souls wander in this world, both good and bad. Can you see them? Every day, good angels give you messages, but can you hear them? No. You can hear the messages of those who look like you. But can you hear the messages of the angels who roam around? No, right? If those same souls come through someone's body and speak, then you will hear them clearly and you will follow the directions. So, how will the Father do it? Tell me. This has been happening since the Golden Age, right? Even though He created the world, in today's world, no matter how great a minister or president may be, even they will not break hearts, will they? No, right? He can do everything to break things and change everything, but He will not break hearts. If the heart is broken from above, everything below will automatically break as well. So even though the world has been created and formed, the Father has come bound by duty. Alright? This doesn't mean that we can't do anything. This is also not true. Keep this in your mind. Never think that you can't do anything. Thinking this way would be a big mistake. But to create the destiny of the children, everyone in the creation is given a chance. This is the time to create your fortune, the time to fly and move forward. This is the great war of Mahabharata, where each one is Arjun and the Father sits and guides them, telling them how to act, how to move forward. In the cycle of destruction, don't think that your relatives will be spared or that your brothers and sisters will remain safe. or that your children will be okay. That would be a foolish thought. Yes, the point is to surrender to the Father. Whatever is meant to happen, whatever role is assigned, whether it involves your relatives, worldly parents, siblings, children, these are the tasks of the Father. He knows how to make it happen and how to protect them. You remain carefree. Don't think that if the Father asks you to follow His will, you might commit a sin or make a mistake. No, the Father is seated, and even if something happens, He will take responsibility for it upon Himself. But whose responsibility? Only for those who walk the path of the Father's task with a true heart, without any hesitation in mind, word, and deed. For them, the Father gives His guarantee. It's not that if someone says something negative, your mind should waver, and then the Father explains and you change your mind again. Then, if someone else brings negative energy, you waver again, and then the Father explains and you change again. The Father will not help those who keep shifting back and forth. Why? Because if you keep rolling around, then the Father cannot help. Someone who has no firmness will roll wherever they are pushed. For those who roll around, Baba says, first roll around and tire yourself out, and when you realize my Father has come and the task of transforming the world is in progress, then the Father will fill your empty vessel. That is why, in the Father's task, whatever is happening, some children think, how is this happening? Why is it happening like this? Even those sitting outside have subtle thoughts. The Father sees everything they think. With their mouth, they speak sweetly, yes, Mother, yes, Baba, everything is fine. But their mind and heart remain negative, whether they are sitting here or outside. Those children are not single-minded. They have many faces. When the Father is there, they say, yes, Baba, we are fully surrendered. But when they hear someone else's words, they turn towards them. Then if a third person speaks, they shift again. Their own heart keeps moving up and down. They cannot be called single-minded. Such children cannot be called sunflowers or single-minded. They are the ones with many faces, and children with many faces never rise in the Father's heart. Never. So become single-minded like a sunflower whose face always turns wherever the sun moves. Turn your back on the whole world and focus only where the light of the sun falls. The Father knows how many children are there and who amongst them have many faces, but He cannot take names. That's why He doesn't call out names, because the Father loves all the children. But children do not have full faith in the Father. If they had faith, they would not have many faces. They would be single-minded like sunflowers. In the future, the scenes of the drama will become even more intense. What will you do then? That's why there is the saying, 108 are fully passed, and they don't think too much. Those who consider themselves very clever, that my intellect is very sharp, my churning is excellent, those children, without transformation, will definitely fail in the end. How did this happen? This shouldn't have happened. How could it be possible? How did it happen this way? Baba, how could you do this? These are the children who will in the end be left out of the 108 rosary if they do not transform now. This is because those who question with doubt like this will not be part of the final 108 unless they make changes now. At the last moment, if you don't transform, there will be no complaint you can make against the Father, saying, "Why did you remove me from the 100 rosary?" Because the Father does not place or remove anyone from the rosary. What is it? Why? How? These kind of thoughts will push you out of the line of 108 automatically. The whole essence of this knowledge is one thing. Do you understand what it is? Just one thing: firmness, a stamp of steadfastness. Why was Hanuman called Mahavir? Why was Hanuman called the great warrior? Why? Because he stood firmly before Ravan and said, "No matter what happens, I belong to Ram. I was always with Ram, and I will live and die only for Ram. This is my surrender. You may try to move me, but this is my resolve." That is the sign of Mahavir. No matter what happens, I will not move. That is what Mahavir is. And whatever Ram says, that's it. Yes, Master. What should we say? Hanji Baba. Have you ever seen Hanuman disobeying any command of Ram, saying, "I cannot do this, it's impossible for me"? Have you ever seen that? No, right? Whether it is to live or to die, to jump or to do anything, when Ram asked for a special herb for Sanjeevani Booty, Hanuman brought the entire mountain. What is the sign of this? Complete surrender to the command. So, have you become like this? Until now, no one has become like that. Is there someone? Is there? Yes, we see only one. And whatever was said, he just said, "Yes, Hanji." Think about it. Reflect on what the sign of obedience says. The Father says whatever happens now, the Father is responsible. The Father is responsible. It's not that there is no one who is obedient or loyal. There is. There is. There are obedient ones, loyal ones, faithful ones, and all of them are present, but according to their level of efforts. All children have great love for the Father. Without love, no one would be sitting here. If there were no love, you wouldn't be here. And if the Father didn't exist, there would be no work for the children either. Where there are no children, the Father has no role. This is all a line of relationship between mother, father, and children, and they walk in one line together. The children cannot be separate, the father cannot be separate, and the mother cannot be separate. Where the mother is, the father is, and where the children are, both the mother and father are. But how should the children be? Obedient, loyal, surrendered, each and every thought, each and every word fully surrendered. That is why the scriptures mention Mahavir, Arjun, and many great warriors. And it's not just one child. Every child is a Mahavir who plants their feet firmly in front of Ravan. Every child is Arjun who stands in the battlefield of the Mahabharat with a bow and arrow, ready to fight. Every child is Angad who cannot be shaken by anyone. And every child is a sunflower whose face always turns towards the sun. Be obedient and bear the stamp of steadfastness. Just one thing, just one stamp of firmness, a seal. Why do we say this? Because can you live according to Ravan's ways? Can you? Who amongst you can live by the ways of the outside world? In food habits, in thoughts, everything is wrong. Can you live like that? You cannot, right? So why not lift your foot firmly in the direction of Ram and just remain stable? Why hesitate? When you can't live in the ways of Ravan's kingdom, when you can't live by any of Ravan's principles, then why be stuck in the middle? Not belonging here or there? Then why not just come to Ram's hut and surrender fully? Even though Raman's kingdom is golden, you cannot live there. Although this worldly life may seem full of shine and glamour, can you live there? Can anyone live there? You may go there, but what will your intellect pull towards? It will be drawn to Ram's hut, won't it? So why even think? Why even think? And those who are neither here nor there, truly nowhere, they are stuck in the middle, neither in Ram's camp nor in Ravan's. Ravan won't help them, and Ram won't either. Why? Because they're standing on the border. What is the point of standing on the border? Some children think they can live a little bit of life in the outside world, give 1 or 2 hours to the Father, and that will suffice. Don't think like that. What you should think is, my whole life belongs to the Father. My entire life belongs to the Father. And even if I go out into the world for a reason, I will only go to bring others into the Father's path. If I have to go out for any reason, I will go to bring souls to the Father's fold. I will not live according to their ways. I will not follow their customs. I will live by my own ways, by the Father's ways. And if they come, that's fine. If they don't come, I will say Ram Ram and leave. That's why the Father is saying, the time has come. Tomorrow don't complain to the Father saying, Baba, if you had given us a little hint, we would have been ready. That's why, while you are still in this body, you will see limited time passing. As much as you can use your intellect to calculate, you will count days, years, but your fingers will never be able to count the Father's timing. Why? Because that day is not written on your fingers. That day is not in your calendar. You don't have that clock in your hands. So why think about it? It's already fixed. Time is almost up. Arrows have been shot from both sides. Just a tiny straw, a tiny straw. What will you say about this? What does this tiny straw represent? This straw represents your complete and perfect surrender. Look, the Father is ready, nature is ready, everything is prepared. Now the Father asks you, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? No sound came. You are speaking the truth. If you are not ready, how can the answer come out? The Father is also asking those sitting outside, are you ready? They will quickly say, yes, we are ready. But in an hour, a thought will come, oh no, I still have to do this. And I still have to do that. Baba, wait a little longer. But the Father is ready. Also, keep in mind that every scene in the drama has a specific moment, a time, and the Father will never miss that time. He will wait only until that moment, and after that, then that's it. From all around, the sound will arise. Now, the fireworks that you children set off today, how are they? They make a little sound and it's fun. But the fireworks that will go off later, the sound of those fireworks will awaken everyone. The oceans will leap, the earth will tremble, and there will be chaos everywhere. Why? Because fireworks are made to burst. Why are fireworks made? They are made to burst, aren't they? Anything made in this world is made to be used. The clothes you wear, the body you live in, they are meant to use, aren't they? You wear them, right? When science brings inventions like the seat you are sitting on, you sit on it, don't you? Murli is made for reading. Scriptures are made for studying. Everything is made for a purpose. So why are all these bombs and fireworks made? To explode. So don't think that they will remain forever, and how they are made you have no idea. For thousands of years nothing will grow there. Not even a plant. Not even a single child will be born. The world won't be rebuilt for a long time. Think about it. Because can anything grow on burned land? No. So the Father will say to you, children, you are fortunate, for you are seated in your own kingdom. Whose kingdom is this? It's the kingdom of you children. The first congratulations go to this, that the Father has come where you are sitting. And in this entire vast kingdom, you have recognized your Father. That is the greatest thing. Right now, everything seems ordinary, doesn't it? Everything seems simple. The people are ordinary. The Father has also taken an ordinary chariot, and everything looks simple. But in the coming times, the ordinariness will not remain. It will no longer seem ordinary. The scenes of the future will be different. That's why it is said, follow the Father. Why? Because he never thinks twice. When the Father said surrender, he surrendered. In all these years, not once did he think, did I make a mistake by surrendering? Did I do the right thing? Not once, not even for a second, did he doubt his surrender to the path. And not once did he say, I have given so much. That is surrender. So become like this. The Father always wants to see the children happy, full of enthusiasm and joy. That is the mark of the Father. In this month, everyone will cry, saying, where is Baba? Baba, please come. In January Avyakt month, everyone says this, Baba, please come. But when the Father comes and speaks to them, they complain, this can't be Baba. This is not our Baba. This is not how Baba would be. Baba will say, this face of regret you will see at the end. When you yourself will sit and cry, realizing the one we cried for all month was right in front of us. But in our ego and body consciousness, we didn't recognize him. This laughter that you see now, this mocking laughter, will turn into faces of weeping tomorrow. Why? Because today you are laughing, but tomorrow those same children will shed tears of regret. That's why Baba says, even if you don't have faith, that's fine, but don't mock. Don't make fun of it. Because if you laugh today, tomorrow many will laugh at you. This month, the entire spiritual family will shed tears for Baba. Where did he go? Where did he go? But you children will dance in joy, saying, he hasn't gone anywhere. He is with us. He is taking care of us. You will dance in happiness, not cry, but celebrate with joy. Will crying help? Tell me, haven't people been crying for so long? What did they say? Baba, come back. Baba, come back. How many years have they been crying and calling? 50 years? Now tell me, it's been 50 years of crying and calling out, come Baba, and now that he has come, what are they saying? This can't be him. This is not Baba. They are saying, this is not Baba. As if they have seen Baba in the physical form before, as if they have met him before. They imagine Baba based on what they heard in the stories, but they have not experienced the reality. Now that the reality is in front of them, they are not accepting it. For 50 years, they have been calling out, "Come, Baba, come, Baba." If you sit and call for rain for 10 days straight, it will surely rain on the 10th day, won't it? And you children have been calling for Baba for 50 to 55 years. "Come, Baba, come, Baba." Will he not come? Won't he come? Of course he will come. He has already come. All right. Those who are calling out, do they even know on what basis they are calling? "Come, Baba." But how? In what form are they calling him? If you were calling him in the form of Krishna, he would come. But you are calling for him based on his old body. "Come, Baba, come, Baba." So you are calling the old form. And based on that, he will come, right? Now, if you resolve, "Baba, come in the form of Krishna," then what happens? Watch what happens. This is practical. He will come exactly as you call him. Everyone is thinking, Krishna will come, Krishna will come. But now let the majority of children make this resolve. Let the entire spiritual family make this resolve. And whether you do it or not, whether you make the resolve or not, it will still happen. Whether you do it or not, it will happen because it is already destined. Even the children of the path of devotion are calling him. All those children are also calling for him. So won't he come? Of course he will come. This thought, this resolve of the soul after so much time. If someone searches for God for a long time, people say, if you search for God long enough, even God will come to you. Isn't that what they say? So when children have been searching for the Father for so long, even those who are not destined to take a body in this drama come. If such souls can come, then what difficulty is there for a soul destined to take birth? There is no difficulty at all, is there? So children, make this resolve. Let everyone listening, wherever they are, whether knowledgeable or ignorant, all of them make this resolve. Don't make any other thoughts. No thoughts of destruction. Don't even have the thought of destruction. Why? Only make the pure thought of Krishna's arrival. Because when he comes, everything will automatically be cleansed. Do you understand? Don't even entertain the thought of destruction. No one should raise the thought of destruction. Just make the pure resolve. Make the pure resolve. Do you understand? The Father's message to the entire spiritual family, to both the knowledgeable and the ignorant, is make the resolve that Shri Krishna is descending upon the earth. Make the resolve that the great soul, the divine soul, is descending upon this creation. Make the resolve that the King of the world, Shri Krishna, is coming. Make the resolve that the one who will rule the entire world, Narayan, is coming. Make the resolve that a very, very great pure soul is about to take birth in this creation. Make the resolve. Just make this resolve. Don't come asking for a date of when destruction will happen. Don't ask the Father to tell you when destruction will come. It's final. Divine souls are about to come. Don't worry about destruction. Now just make this pure resolve. What are you thinking? That destruction should come quickly. Why take such a sin upon yourself? This is also a sin. Wishing for destruction is also a form of harm. It's like sending a curse. Let destruction come, let it come soon. Is this a virtuous thought? Is this a good thought to have? Wishing for destruction soon, even subtly, turns into a sin. So don't think like that. What should you think? Call out, O divine soul Narayan, come. O divine soul Shri Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan, come, make this your resolve. Someone asked, Baba, you said that when everyone forgets about destruction, then destruction will happen. So Baba replied, yes, everyone will forget because in preparing for Krishna's arrival, everyone will forget about destruction. Then automatically the system will take over. All the children will become busy with Shri Krishna's arrival. Positive resolve, that's all. Just like when you adopt one virtue, the vice will automatically be removed, right? Isn't it so? When you adopt one virtue, the flaw automatically disappears. In the same way, when you invoke Shri Krishna, then everything that is meant to happen will unfold on its own. Because divine souls can never set foot on an impure world. So cleansing is necessary. Cleansing must happen. Cleansing will certainly happen. Today, if any Prime Minister or Chief Minister were to come to your country, what would you do? You would clean everything, decorate it with flowers, and make everything beautiful, wouldn't you? You would clean up properly, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. So who is coming now? Won't nature clean up? Won't nature prepare? Of course it will. From today, a new resolve. The majority of children are receiving this resolve from the Father. Don't you always say, something new, something new? From today, this is the new thing. Just make the resolve that Shri Krishna is coming, that he is arriving, and make this your only resolve. That's all. No other thoughts. Alright? There is no need to wish for destruction to come quickly or for everything to end. There is no need for that. The more you say, let destruction come soon, let it happen quickly, the more delayed it will be. Just say, Shri Krishna is coming, he is arriving, that's all. Celebrate this, rejoice. Who is coming? Who is coming? Just celebrate this joy. Acha? Then we will meet again. In this new year, let the new resolve be adopted by the new souls, and the Father and Dada send their love and remembrance. You have become new, haven't you? You have become new starting from today. What does becoming new mean? When you adopt something new, you become new. And you have already become new, haven't you? In the golden age, what will everything be? New. New means completely pure, bathed and cleansed. The soul will become as pure as gold. Alright? Always remain happy. The Father and Dada are with you in the present time. In the future, neither the Father nor Dada will be with you. Because what will Dada become? Shri Krishna. Alright. Then we will meet again. Always maintain the resolve to stay with the Father. Your resolve reaches the Father. You and the Father can communicate through your thoughts. There is only one thing between us that keeps the connection strong. There is only one telephone that always remains connected. Your resolve. Just sit and talk through your thoughts. Just talk to the Father. Do not wonder, Baba, are you hearing me or not? Baba tells every child, the Father hears your every word. As soon as you speak through your thoughts, Baba answers in the same way. You are in the body, we are in the subtle world. If you talk and ask, you will receive answers. If you speak with your thoughts, you will receive responses from there. Just sit and communicate. The Father would say this to every child, if any soul leaves its body, do not worry. Do not think about it. Why? Because they have just been shifted. What does that mean? They have been shifted from this world to that world. They were serving here and now they will serve there. The Father's work does not only happen on one side, it happens on both sides. And at the present time, there is need for this. When a spiritual soul leaves its body, they will carry the Father's message everywhere. If you try to deliver the message in this body, it will take time and even money will be spent. But those souls, like angels, can reach anywhere in a second. It's not that when you speak, those souls hear you in the same way. But how do those souls deliver messages? When people in this physical world fall asleep, when they enter a state of rest, those angels meet with them in their sleep and give them messages. Then, when you meet those people physically, they will immediately feel a connection and remember, oh, I already knew this because I have seen this. That's how it will be easy. Understand, they have just shifted. That is how you should think. Acha, we shall meet again.